Hello everybody, it's your boy Proftrof. We're back again with the second part of the case of Chris Watts. I know I said I was gonna come in like 2 days ago. Listen, all I wanna let y'all know is that I definitely did not forget about this. I did not. Listen. I fucking forgot, okay? I don't got any excuses. Let's go. I just forgot.
I'm gonna find him, right?
Oh, I remember this fucking guy.
I need your help.
So they're actually gonna give him a polygraph.
We'll find the guy who took him. What do you think we should do?
Kill him? Okay.
This is what is known as a behavior-provoking question. An innocent person will usually give what is known as a draconian response. They will immediately respond with the harshest sentence possible for the crime they are falsely being accused of committing. A deceptive individual will often give an equivocating response. This means that they will fragmentize and divert from the question to a certain degree, as a means to avoid responding to the query in its entirety.
They're gonna come home safe, correct?
Oh shit.
When you find the guy.
Damn, he's responding exactly as he described. Wow. I mean, to be honest, this is a huge thing. If you ask anybody that like your whole family is missing for a day and they ask you what do we think we should do with the person if we find him, like, everyone's gonna say, you know.
Find the guy, they're gonna come home. Life in prison would be that's what I would think with 2 kids that are involved.
Seeking approval.
What if he hurt them?
Under the jail?
I'm not sure if like that penalty is even used. Is it used in Colorado? I'm not even sure what is the death penalty. Okay. I mean, like, if these kids are not alive, like, there's nothing you could do to cope with that, to make me cope with that.
Bro, I don't know if this detective is like some detective genius, or this dude is just so trash at, you know, lying and stuff, because he seems, the more he talks, the more like he looks like he's done it. Brain just not working correctly.
If those kids are not okay. Okay. Can we keep talking about some complicated things? Sure. Some things that are going to make you uncomfortable? No, that's fine. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's been uncomfortable since the start.
Very good at talking to me about this really hard conversation you guys had. Okay? Very good. That's sometimes hard. And I understand why sometimes someone in your position says, doesn't want to tell me about that. Because please go help me find my kids, and you don't need to know about my marriage argument. Okay? So I got to say, you've done very good at that. And I need you to keep doing that. So I need to ask you about your marriage and infidelity. Sure. Okay, tell me about it.
Wait, he cheated?
I have never cheated on my wife. Okay. And I fully suspect she has never done that to me. Oh, okay.
The interrogator was already aware that Chris was cheating on his wife with a woman by the name of Nicole Kessing.
Bro! You are cheating in this relationship. You're mad about... the more I watch of this case, the more I don't understand the logic behind this. What?
He had handed over his phone earlier on this interview for what he thought was for the purpose of going through his and his wife's mutual contacts to look for potential suspects. Judging by Chris's bold-faced denial, it's safe to assume he deleted all of his correspondence with Nicole beforehand. Yet he was most likely unaware that the FBI have programs that can recover every single piece of digital exchange sent from a device, even long
Wait, so if I do some crime, they catch me, they're gonna find out all the weird-ass hentai I masturbate to? Oh shit, that detective ain't gonna be able to look me in the face for sure.
Highly trained investigator over here, right? I see pictures of you from a few years ago, and I see you standing before me now. Okay, you've gotten pretty fit. You can imagine when guys start cheating or want to cheat, that's what happens. Yes. So tell me about it. I did not cheat on my wife. Okay. What do I do to help you walk out of this room and not look like the person who's responsible?
Ooh.
You have to trust me. I had nothing to do with this act of like evil cruelty, whatever is happening.
Oh, true. True. The detective never mentioned. He's been trying to put into everybody's head that they've been just abducted or they've left. on their own volition. That's not a word
For
probably.
these two girls,
And now he had
and
mentioned
my wife, like, I don't want anything to happen to them. I've never wanted anything to happen to them. No matter if me and my wife separate or not, or divorce or anything, I never wish harm on anybody, on a human being in general.
wished.
Okay.
Like, just seeing that picture, like, I need them, I want them just to run through that front door and just grab me.
You said
Or
that like
barrel
5 times
tackle me,
already.
knock me to the floor, bust my head up, I don't care.
I mean, I
The
can
amount
think of a couple
of
people
love
that
I
will
have
bust
for my
his head.
family is exponential, and it's never gonna die. And they need, I
Keep
want them
spiking the
back.
volume, goddammit.
I have to have them back.
Start of confrontation. Okay, come on, let's go, detective. Grab him by the balls.
When you walk out of this room,
Okay.
there's nothing I can say to a room full of police officers that's going to convince them that you have nothing to do with this.
I know.
You know what they think.
I know it, all that, yeah.
Here's a guy who didn't call 911, who woke his wife up at a ridiculous hour because he was so guilty about something that he had to get it off his chest and say, I don't love you anymore, I'm leaving you. That didn't go well. Okay, so what happened?
She told me she wanted me to wake her up before I left. That's why I didn't just wake her up, like, just to tell her this. Like, I woke her up. That's what she wanted to do, and we talked. Like, usually at 4 a.m. I wake up, I go down and work out.
Damn, bro, 4
I
a.m.
wanted to talk to her about this.
Pause technique, detective is gaze. Yeah, he did that earlier. Now look him in the eyes for like 2 minutes. Come on.
I love these girls. I love these girls so
It's
much.
insane how well this pause technique is working on this guy. Every time he pauses for like 2 seconds, this guy just starts talking some mad shit.
And this picture right here, Celeste and Bella, those are my life. I helped make those kids. There's nothing in my life that means more to me than these kids.
I don't understand what
Nothing.
why are they making that in red? I don't understand what
Kids,
that's supposed to mean.
that's your life. That's your lifeline. That's everything. Like, you make kids, they come first before anything. Kids, spouse, family. That's what it's always been.
Your family is your kids. What? Who are you trying to convince with these arguments,
That
goddammit?
makes sense. Nothing you've told me tonight feels like the truth. Can we start over?
I love this detective. I love this guy.
It's pretty intense, I can imagine. How are you feeling?
I've slept like 2 hours last night, so I'm like running on empty right now,
I
but
know, I can see it. So why don't I do this? I'm sure you don't mind if we take a break for the night. And I'm sure that you are feeling some of the pressure from me. Okay? I'm going to commit to you that we're not going to stop working until we find them.
okay.
Okay? And I want to commit to you that there is going to come a time when you're going to feel this pressure from other people. I'm not the only one who thinks that there's a possibility you have something to do with this.
Like another FBI agent, like, pressure, or like just like...
I like how the detective basically just said, I know you did this shit, or at least I think that you did this
Okay.
shit.
Everyone, Chris.
Okay.
Everyone thinks
Gator is
that.
clearly receptive to Chris's anxiety and endeavors to amplify this emotion before ending the interview. He wants to inflate Chris's apprehension as much as possible for the looming polygraph test that approaches the following day.
Tonight when you go home, one of two things is going to happen. You're going to pass out because you're so tired, okay? And that's probably not going to be what happens. Your head's going to go race, okay? So tonight when you lay down and your head starts racing, there's going to be things that come to your mind, okay? This always happens, always. It's very natural. You're going to say, I wonder why he asked me that, okay? You're going to say, screw him, how dare he accuse me, okay? You're going to say, I wonder if they thought of this, okay? And then you're going to say, I probably should have told him something, or this, or that, okay? Those are the most common things. When those
Most
thoughts
common
come to your
things for a
head,
guilty
keep going.
suspect. Damn, he didn't. Damn, bro, I love this guy.
And those are beautiful kids.
This detective.
Those kids have a good dad, and I know it.
You should see the picture. It's on my phone.
Yeah.
It's a better one, but it's just. I'll show it to you.
Those kids have a good dad.
The following discourse from the officer could be construed as the reframing technique, where an interrogator will try and shift the suspect's view of themselves from negative to positive, as a means to lightening the iniquity of their crimes and increasing the chances of a confession. However, this is more likely what is known as passive accusation, where the interrogator is almost certain of the suspect's guilt and indirectly accuses and in some manner indignifies the suspect. This is made evident by the high praises the officer gives to Chris for extremely trivial.
But they don't know that he has, you know, what he exactly did to the kids and wife, like, cause they're gone at this point, right? They're in a fucking, what was it, in a oil tanker or whatever he did with them. They think he probably just abducted them on some shit, which is fucks.
A lot of dads don't get second pairs of clothes and cook eggs and give them snacks at night. You know, a lot of men, that's woman's work, right?
I like to get involved.
But you're not that kind of guy. Okay. So can we say that tomorrow at 11 o'clock?
Okay.
We can do a polygraph?
Here.
Here. I appreciate you coming in tonight.
So if they show us the polygraph, that would be awesome.
This is Tammy. Did you meet Tammy yesterday?
No,
okay. No, I was Tammy.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Sit on this?
Yep, I know. I'll explain what that is here in a little bit,
expert.
but you don't have to worry. It's not on or anything right now. It's not gonna buzz you or anything. Obviously, you're probably nervous about taking today's test. Honestly, I would think something is wrong with you if you weren't nervous about coming in here to take a polygraph. Even if people are like, I don't have anything to hide, it is nerve-wracking. And I have taken tons of polygraphs. Obviously, in my training, I went to 10 weeks for training.
Bitch, 10 weeks? Brother, hey, that's my fucking livelihood. What you mean 10 weeks? Hey, if someone tells me they've been 10 weeks for training, I'd be fucking mad as hell. What you mean 10 weeks? That's like what? That's not a long time. Jesus.
I've been a polygrapher for about 5 years.
Okay, that's a little bit more.
I went to the best school in the country, so I want you to have confidence in the fact that you had nothing to do with this disappearance. Like, we're going to find that out today. Okay, I have the best training that they offer in the United States. We use the most validated testing. That's the way I'm going to ask you the questions. So believe me, if you had nothing to do with this, I will be able to show them that today.
This is psychological pressure disguised as reassurance. It's not a routine procedure during the pre-test phase of a polygraph exam, yet this technique will be used when the suspect's guilt is almost conclusive. Polygraphs are not a foolproof system, and they can be beaten, but with a heightened state of anxiety, it becomes considerably more challenging and unlikely. On this occasion, the polygrapher distinctly applies this technique for
maximum effect.
There's actually only two ways you can fail a polygraph, okay? The first way would be if you fail to follow my instructions. I'm going to give you a lot of instructions today about how to sit still, how to answer questions, things like that.
Okay.
So if you fail to follow those instructions, you will not.
The polygraphs I've seen are in movies.
The second way would be if you choose to lie to me today. You know, if you did have something to do with their disappearance, it would be really stupid for you to come in and take a polygraph today. Right? Like, it would be really dumb. Like, you should not be here right now sitting in this chair if you had anything to do with shenanigans.
Okay, I love her. I fucking love her.
Disappearance. Okay.
Jesus, her and the detective are also.
Yeah, we just everything flourished from there. Like in 2011, I proposed to her over in Ocean Isle Beach. And as she was sitting there crying with a little eviction notice, and she recorded it. It was an amazing day just to see that. And then she left. I was there. Like, she had a midwife for this one. So, like, they actually had me, like, you can stand here and, like, you know, catch her, and, like, but Celeste came out, like, so fast that, like, I barely had a chance to go like this, and they moved me out of the way, she just, like, came out.
The polygrapher will also obtain the examinee's version of the facts regarding the specific issues under investigation.
Like, I was just hoping that I would get that knock on the door, or a phone call, or a text. I mean, her phone, they have her phone, like, hopefully maybe it's a number I don't know. Hopefully it's like, you know, like a burner phone or some kind of like phone she bought, and she could just text me and call me like, hey, I'm okay. Something. Or just get a knock on the
still
door,
going with the
she
ran away with the kids type
just,
of
like,
thing.
the kids like sitting at the dinner table and like having to tell them to eat their dinner, and Like, I missed them throwing the chicken nuggets at me. Like, I was...
What? What kind of dinners were y'all having?
I want them to come home safe. Like, wherever they are, I hope they are safe. And I really hope they can just come home. And it makes me feel like, all right, maybe somebody has her that's not keeping her safe. Or something terrible has happened. And that's the nightmare.
And what would that terrible thing be?
That somebody hurt them.
Chris recounts a brief summary of the events and states multiple vague possibilities for his family's disappearance. The polygrapher then starts to elect specific timelines for Chris to give his account on.
You said the next thing.
So they're not doing it in like the movies where you have the big thing with the like if you're fucking lying and stuff. This is so different from the movies. I mean, I expected it to be different, but
It's her getting into bed with you.
Seems like she has
I
the
felt her get in bed.
laptop purposely so you can't see it as well.
Okay. Do you know if she was on her phone or like how any of that works?
I don't think she was on her phone.
Was she mad at all?
I mean, crying like she was, crying like I was. I mean, yeah, I mean, she was upset. But I mean, it comes with that kind of conversation.
I hate this guy.
In the next moments, you will see another subterfuge of psychological pressure, this time disguised as routine questioning procedure.
Okay.
It's a vastly open-ended question relevant to the crimes under suspicion. These types of questions are common knowledge and easily clarified by the innocent, while the guilty will in most cases have severe difficulty in responding.
All right.
It's totally awful to think about, but what are ways, because I need to make sure that you know what I'm talking about, what are ways that you can make someone disappear?
Oh, bro. Damn. Like, if this guy was innocent, this is not something... Oh, can you imagine getting asked this shit? Oh.
I mean, like, if you're talking about, like, what I've seen, like, on the movies, or, like, how people, if you read about other people, I mean, you hire somebody.
Like a hitman?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
No, but that's what I want, because I want you to go through all of these scenarios in your head, because I want you to know for sure what I'm talking about when I say that, you know, asking you if you physically caused her disappearance.
Okay, like you'd hire somebody, or you have somebody you know that would do it. I mean, it's like, it's hard.
And I know this stuff.
It's a hard question to answer.
Right.
Because
knows he's guilty.
It has nothing to do with this disappearance.
Right.
So, like, I don't even want to think about, like, if you're asking me, like, how I would do it. Like,
anyone. Like, how would anyone cause someone else?
No, she's exactly asking how you would do it.
I said, like,
you could cause someone's disappearance by murdering them. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So what different physical ways could you cause someone's disappearance through murder? You could stab someone,
Stab someone, shoot someone, hit them with an object.
Cautious not to mention actual cause of death. Oh, bro. Oh, it was not even a quick... Oh, you fucking... Oh, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm
not sure what the difference between strangulation and smotheration are. I assume strangulation is when you do it with your hands, and smotheration is when you do it like a pillow or some shit.
I mean,
but that's fucking awful.
Use a weapon like gun or a knife. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, your voice is shaking. Huh? Piece of shit.
You could smother someone.
Smother someone.
Wait, do they know? Oh shit.
Strangle someone.
Hang someone. Yeah,
I don't know if they know that he did at this point, if they found the bodies, if they know exactly what's happening, or if she's just that fucking good. Cause Jesus Christ, can you see this shit? We know the answers. So it's like, yeah, we know what happened. But she doesn't know, maybe. I don't know. If she knew, then this is not that impressive. If she doesn't know, my God, because it's obvious this is what happened now. After this whole huge fucking pause he had in between them.
All that kind of things. I mean, it's hard to even think about that kind of stuff right now.
Mm-hmm. So you could strangle someone, you could drown someone.
Yeah.
You could shock someone to death.
Yeah, you see how there was no pause after she said you can drown somebody, but after she said like you can strangle someone, it was like, oh shit.
Alive.
Damn.
What other ways can you think of?
As far as like lure him into a trap, I guess.
What do you mean? What?
Like, you know, like have somebody waiting like around the corner and like, you know,
Sure.
Full answers: hit by a car, kidnapped, locked in a room, poisoned, beaten into a coma.
They're in a coma.
Sure.
Why?
So if I ask you that question on the test, Chris, are you going to have any issue with
So they're
that?
not having the test yet.
Like physically causing
going through every
someone's
single one of those.
Yeah, like that would be a way
Okay.
you could cause someone's disappearance.
Okay. No, I can definitely like I can pass. I mean,
Or you could murder them, you could kidnap them, you could take them to another country, you could, you know, bury them in your backyard. You could do a million
Damn.
things
Yeah.
as far as trying to conceal them,
Yeah.
right? So that no one can find them.
Yes.
Because at this point, she's gone. So when I ask you the question on the test, I'm not asking you about guilt. I'm not asking you about, did you make her feel so horrible that she ended up leaving? I'm saying that you were the one that physically caused her to disappear.
Okay.
Either by murder, kidnapping, you know, all of those.
So she was just prepping her questions
You
to
want me
ask.
to list? You want me to list all those? Like
No.
Oh,
You're just
okay.
going to say no to that question.
Okay.
But when I ask you if you physically caused Shanann's disappearance,
Okay.
your answer should be what?
No.
Well, I would fucking
So do you have
hope it
any
would be
issues with
no.
that at all? And
No.
Just going to prison cell if it's fucking yes.
No, that's total. Like, I
Save
just
them
like
some time.
going through all those. That's
Right.
a lot to really think about.
Right.
Like
But
trying to figure out like, that was.
Bro, it's so disturbing to watch, to be honest. This kind of
I'm going to
disturbing.
have you take a bathroom break.
Thank
We've
you.
been in here quite a while.
Like,
You're going to be taking...
I'm also very impressed by how she can. Like, at this point, pretty much everyone in the fucking police station knows that he's guilty, or they are like 90% sure he's guilty, and she's not treating him like a piece of shit he is. That's very impressive to me. I don't know if I would be able to do this. If I was in her shoes, I'd be looking at this man like he was like the worst thing in the world.
What's called a directed lie polygraph. So what that means is there are going to be questions on the test where I want you to lie. I know it seems kind of weird, but you're going to know which questions these are, and they're going to be easy to answer. They're all going to start with before 2018.
The directed lie test has 3 types of questions. Known truth questions. These are easy questions to answer, such as, are you sitting down? Or, are you wearing shoes? They serve 2 purposes. The first purpose is to provide a baseline reading for when the subject is telling the truth, and should elicit very little bodily responses. The second purpose is to disconnect the examinee's thought patterns between each question as a means for resetting their cerebration for a more accurate reading. Control questions. These are what the polygrapher just explained to Chris. Whenever she says, before 2018, at the start of a question, Chris will know he is purposely supposed to lie. Each of these questions are deliberately constructed that all answers will be responded with no. Relevant questions. These relate specifically to the crime being investigated, and the examinee will know that they are supposed to respond truthfully. A guilty subject will show a much stronger reaction to the relevant questions than to the control questions, even though they will be lying on both of them. This is due to the immediate threat posed by the relevant questions.
So I'm going to say before 2018, did you ever lose your temper with someone you cared about? And you're going to say,
No.
because you're telling a
Lie.
Awesome.
Could you stop to line number 3 question?
The test is about to begin. Please remain still. Did you write the number 1?
No.
Did you write the number 3?
No.
Did you write the number 5?
No.
This portion of the test is complete. Please remain still while I take the instrument out of operation.
This would be so nerve-wracking. Even if you didn't do the crime, this would be so nerve-wracking.
This is the last time the polygrapher will have any correspondence with Chris before the real test begins. She gives him an initial compliment in a reassuring tone.
You did
That's
great.
trap, right?
You remembered to lie and everything. That was awesome.
That was.
This momentary boost in his confidence is then abruptly ripped away as he receives the following information.
So, you obviously are a really bad liar. Have people told you that before? Like, the second you tell a lie, like, they can tell, like, on your face that... Because the second you lied to the number 3, like, I don't know if you heard me clicking, but I had, like, turned down the sensitivity because you were starting to go off the page. So, that is what I need to see as the polygrapher, because that tells me that you know it's wrong to tell a lie.
Why did he...
and you're actually having a...
Why did he even agree to this shit? I cannot comprehend this, because I doubt they could force him to take a polygraph.
Significant reaction when you lie, so that is awesome. So thank you for being a horrible liar. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't want to be good liars, so thank you for being a horrible liar.
I love her.
And that just shows me that, you know, obviously on the test when they're asking, you know, significant stuff about your wife, If you're lying to that, it's going to be even 10 times more amplified. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, more than you know. So that was awesome.
Okay.
And the coolest thing about this is right now, there's only one person in this room that knows what the truth is. And in about 5 minutes, there's going to be 2 of us. So that's the coolest part, okay?
I love how much pressure she's putting on him. She's like, she's acting nice, but at the same time, she's bashing his brain out with a hammer. Not actually, but unfortunately, it's not actually happening. But, you know what I mean.
Them out there. Okay? All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
The test is about to begin. Please remain still. Do you understand I will only ask you the questions we have discussed?
Yes.
Regarding Shanann's disappearance, do you intend to answer all of the questions truthfully?
Yes.
Is your first name Christopher?
Yes.
Before 2018, did you ever lose your temper with someone you cared about?
No.
Did you physically cause Shanann's disappearance?
No.
Oh, shit.
Were you born in 1985?
Yes.
Before 2018, did you ever say anything out of anger to a loved one?
No.
Are you lying about the last time you saw Shanann?
No.
Do you see that pause? Oh my
God. Are
God.
you now in the state of Colorado?
Yes.
Before 2018, have you ever wanted to hurt someone to get even with them?
No.
Do you know where Shanann is now?
No.
Look at that pause, bro. Oh my God.
The portion of the test is complete. Please remain still while I take the instrument out of operation.
Oh, fuck.
Alright,
I was hoping she would ask, did you strangle your wife? I wanted to see this little worm wiggle. I wanted to see him fucking wiggle. God damn it.
Same as all of it?
I think it was the same to everything.
For ya. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to run away. Yo, look at how much time is passing. Watches videos of his kids. Look how much time is passing, bro. Jesus. Jesus. Like half an hour passed or something.
Oh my gosh, I did forget part of it, didn't I?
Is that the... That's the other Chad! Oh shit, 2v1, bro, you done. You done, boy.
I brought Graham in here because we want to talk to you about the results, okay?
Sure.
So, it is completely clear that you were not honest during the testing, and I think you already know that. You did not pass the polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay. So now we need to talk about what actually happened. I feel like you're probably ready to do that.
I didn't lie to you on that polygraph.
Yeah, bro.
I know. Stop. It's time. Just stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. I want you to take a deep breath right now.
Fuck, keep talking dirty to me, detective. God damn it. Shit. I love those two. I love those two. Bruh. Oh, God, that was awesome. I mean, it was not. Listen, none of this is awesome. But am I the only one that's kind of like really impressed by the police? Like all the media portrayals of American police is awful, right? Most of it, like you're barely gonna get any decent representation of good police work out there in the news and all that shit. But I see this video, I'm like, bro, she was awesome. The detective was he was insanely cactus. I'm sorry, bro. Oh fuck, it was awesome. And it's like, well, why don't they show any of this shit in the police, you know, in the news and stuff? Like these two did the fucking superb job. Jesus. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. We're gonna watch part 3. I'm not sure exactly when, but probably tomorrow or in like 2 days. Anyway, see you everybody. Have a nice day. Oh yeah, quick thank you to the YouTube members and Patreons. Thank you.